Howard, I've just heard something.
What is it?
It's about Mary.
She's coming back?
No. She went away with Reggie Thorne.
Reggie Thorne?
Yes. They were seen together on the Harrogate train. He was carrying her case, and they were laughing and joking. What are we going to tell Trevor?
Well, who's Reggie Thorne?
He's in insurance. Well, that's how they met. Trevor wanted to claim for a gold filling he lost down the wash space. Reggie called, and Mary must have fallen for him.
I haven't heard about this. Are you certain?
Oh, yes. Mary was always taking out insurance. The last one was for earth tremors.
Earth tremors? Good heavens. What did Trevor say about it?
Oh, he didn't know. Reggie always called when he was out.
What's he like?
Well, he's got this terrible reputation. He's tall and well-groomed, with vivid green eyes that make you feel you're the only person in the room. And when he laughs, he's got these incredibly white teeth.
Yes, well, I think it's enough description, Laura. Seems that Mary's been swept off her feet by a plausible rogue, and we'll simply have to tell Trevor about it.
But how can we? He'll be stricken.
Then he'll just have to be stricken. They say a husband's always the last to know, but not this time. We'll just have to tell him in the most tactful way possible. Trevor! It's a pity, because he was adjusting so well. Do you know he was singing while he was doing the dusting this evening? It's not going to be easy. It's going to knock the bottom right out of his universe. We'll just have to steel ourselves.
What is it, Howard?
Ah, Trevor. Laura's got something to tell you.
What?
What is it, Laura?
It's about Mary.
She's coming back. I'm not surprised. When you've been married as long as we have, you get to know each other. It's a sort of telepathy.
Well, it's not that exactly, Trevor.
She's done a bunk with the insurance agent.
What? He's taken her to Harrogate. Now, don't be angry, Trevor. Try and understand. She's been swept off her feet by Reggie Thorne.
Reggie Thorne?
Yes, Reggie Thorne. Well-groomed, vivid green eyes, and incredibly white teeth.
White teeth? You mean to say after 15 years of marriage, she's left me for a set of teeth? I wish he were here. I'd push his white teeth right down his throat.
Good for you, Trev.
I'm not a violent man, but if he were here now, I wouldn't answer for the consequences of all the dirty, conniving tricks. It's lucky for him he's in Harrogate.
He's not.
What?
He's come back.
That's a stroke of luck.
Is it?
Well, Trevor will be able to settle with him.
Ah, no. If he's come back, perhaps it's all over. Perhaps it was just a brief flirtation.
No. He's taking up an appointment in Harrogate next week. He probably came back to settle his affairs.
Did you hear that, Trevor? Settle his affairs. How many affairs is he having, eh? Well, he's played right into Trevor's hands.
Has he?
We don't want any violence.
On the contrary, violence is just what we need. Trevor's got the right idea. He's not going to let this man wreck his marriage. Are you, Trevor?
Well, no.
They couldn't live with him, sir. And what would Mary say? She's just waiting to see how he's going to react.
Is she?
Of course.
Reggie's much younger than Trevor, and bigger.
Bigger?
Well, Trevor doesn't mind about that. He's going to tell this man to stay away from his wife, or he's going to get it.
Get what?
Get his teeth pushed right down his throat.
Well, if Trevor feels like that.
Of course he does.
When you say
The
bigger...
problem is, where are we going to find it?
He's down at the squash club most evenings. If he's not on court, he'll be in the gym.
Jim.
Yes. He's very keen on physical fitness. You can't miss him. He's as strong as a horse and about 6 feet tall.
No, that big.
Never mind, Trevor. The bigger they come, the harder they fall, eh?
Well, if your mind's made up, Trevor...
Yes, it is.
There's nothing I can say. I was hoping you'd be more rational. I know you've been hurt, but I find this sudden bloodlust in you rather frightening. I'm disappointed in you, Trevor. Good night.
She doesn't understand, Trevor. The time for talking is over. Oh, I wouldn't have too much of that if I were you. You're in training. Here.
Hello, Reggie. My name's Mountjoy. Trev Mountjoy. Mean anything to you? I thought so. You started to sweat. I've only got one thing to say to you, Reggie. Keep away from my wife. Why? Because if you don't, you'll have me to reckon with. What was that? Oh, no, don't try it, Reggie. Don't try it. I've done a bit. I can handle myself. I'm warning you, Reggie. Don't try it unless you want to get your teeth fixed. Right, you asked for it. Ooh. It doesn't look as if he's here, Howard. We've obviously picked the wrong night.
Of course he's here. I've checked. Look. That must be him over there.
Well, Laura was right. He is big, isn't he?
Yes. He looks a bit of a bully to me.
That's just what I was thinking.
So you've got nothing to worry about.
Why not?
Well, a bully always backs down when you stand up to him.
Are you sure?
Oh, yes. They're all cowards at heart. I don't think anything's going to happen.
No?
No. He's got an inferiority complex. I know the type. They're like jelly underneath. Just look at him. I don't know what Mary saw in him.
Well, he's younger than I am.
Yes, all right, he's younger, but I mean, apart from that, what's he got that you haven't got?
Well, he's fitter.
Yes, all right, he's fitter. But once you've said that, you've said everything.
He's better looking.
So will you stop admiring him and get over it?
Well, he's all right for you, Howard.
All right for me? I can hardly keep my hands off him. Do you think I'd be hesitating if it were Laura?
What's Laura got to do with it?
Laura and I happen to be secretly engaged.
I didn't know that.
Of course you don't. It's a secret.
Well, you mean you haven't told her yet?
Look, if Mary were my wife, I'd be over there in a flash. Oh, Trevor, there's something I haven't told you because I didn't want to hurt your feelings. But when they were seen boarding that train together, they were laughing and joking. Well, who do you think they were laughing at, Trevor? I'll give you one guess.
Me?
That's the stuff, Trevor.
Your name Thorne?
Yes.
Reggie Thorne.
That's right.
Are you in insurance?
Yes.
I've heard about you.
Oh, what have you heard?
I've heard you're going to Harrogate.
Well, what about it?
It's a very nice place, Harrogate. Very healthy. All that fresh air. Very good for you.
Sounds as if you could do with some of the way you're breathing.
Well, don't you worry about my breathing. Do you know who I am?
No.
Trev Mountjoy. Mean anything to you?
No.
No. Well, I just thought you might remember me. That's all. But perhaps you remember my wife.
Your wife?
You sold her some insurance.
I sell a lot of insurance.
Did you know she'd left me?
Oh, I can't insure you against that, old boy.
Went away with another man.
Condition you're in, I'm not surprised.
Oh, don't worry about my condition. I'm in shape.
Good.
Yes.
What you said you were in shape. Just look at you. That's the trouble with you married men. You're too complacent. You've let yourself go.
I suppose you're very popular with the ladies.
You could say that. I try and spread a little happiness.
I bet you do. Pillock.
What was that?
She's gone to Harrogate.
Who has?
My wife.
Has she? I'll look out for her.
I came here tonight to have a special word with you, Reggie.
Well, you'll have to hurry. I'm meeting someone special and I can't keep her waiting. You know how it is.
Yes, I know how it is.
Laura! You're here! Never mind. Listen, I found this nice little Italian place. Very intimate. Give us a chance to get to know each other.
I'd like that, Reggie.
She's back.
Well, and not before time. Reggie Thorne of all people. She must be out of her mind.
She's coming over.
Eh? What? Ah, Laura, what sort of time do you call this? What do you mean by going out into the night with a man like that? You know his reputation?
I am a grown woman, Howard.
I know. They're the sort he likes.
I had to find out about Mary.
Mary? What did you find out, Laura?
There's nothing in it, Trevor. It was all gossip. He barely remembers Mary. He simply carried her case onto the train, that's all. She told him she was going to stay with an old school friend.
Poor Mary. I owe her an apology. I suppose Reggie didn't tell you the name of the old school friend?
No, but I can find out if you like. I'm seeing him again tomorrow night.
What?
Well, we were talking about insurance.
Insurance?
Yes. And we discovered that I wasn't adequately covered, so he's coming round tomorrow to discuss a new policy. Fully comprehensive.
You can't do it, Laura. You can't allow a man like that into your house. I won't permit it.
You won't permit it? How dare you, Howard? I choose my own friends, and I certainly don't need your permission. I am quite capable of using my own judgment, and when I need your advice, I shall ask for it. Good night, Trevor.
I thought you were engaged.
Yeah.
Well, there's one thing about Laura. She certainly knows how to keep a secret.
She was trying to provoke me, that's all, you know. Just testing the depth of my feeling.
Well, she'll soon learn that when you stick one on old Reggie.
I beg your pardon?
That's what you said you were going to do.
Did I?
Yes, you said if anyone came between you and
All right,
Laura...
Trevor, I remember what I said. I just have to be careful. You see, Laura doesn't like violence. I don't want to drive them into each other's arms.
You mean you're afraid?
I'm not afraid.
No, of course you're not. And after all, he's a bully, and bullies always back down, don't they?
Of course.
Supposing he thinks you're a bully and waits for you to back down. Hmm? And he's younger and fitter than you.
He may be a little bit younger, but he's certainly not fitter. You're forgetting something, Trevor. I haven't been softened by easy living. I've spent the last 2 years in prison. That meant 2 years on a Spartan diet with nothing else to do but keep fit. You had to be tough in there. It was the survival of the fittest. That's why I've spent every night pumping iron, Trevor.
Pumping iron?
Yes, I'm as hard as nails, and they knew it. Just feel this stomach. It's like iron. Not an ounce of fat.
Well, that's surprising, Howard, considering you eat enough for both of us.
Still not convinced, Trevor? Hit me in the stomach.
Pardon?
No, go on. Hit me in the stomach as hard as you like.
No, I might hurt you.
No, you won't hurt me. You see, there's a wall of muscle here, and I have to just tense this muscle, and nothing can get through. Now, go on. Hit me as hard as you like, but don't hurt your hand. Go on.
All right, I hope I don't wind you.
No, you won't win me. Oh, my God!
I see Reggie's there again.
I know, Trevor.
That's the third time this week.
I can count, Trevor.
Laura must be taking out an awful lot of insurance.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing. Ah, he's leaving. You know you said you didn't want to drive them into each other's arms.
Yes?
I shouldn't worry about it.
What?
He certainly got over it.
Over what?
His inferiority complex.
Oh, yes. Well, he's gone too far this time. I'll soon fix him.
What are you going to do? Let his tyres down?
You still think I'm afraid, don't you, Trevor?
Yes.
No, it's just where you're wrong. I've just been waiting for Laura to come to her senses, but now I see I'll really have to put the frighteners on him.
Frighteners? I didn't know you were in touch with the mafia, Howard.
I don't need the mafia. You see, I happen to be a judo expert.
Really?
Yes. I shall just invite him to shake hands, and he'll accept, because being a bully, he'll want to crunch my fingers. And then I'll turn the hold into a quick arm throw, and then give him a flying kick in the groin and finish him off with a kidney punch.
Well, that seems fairly straightforward, Howard. There's only one drawback. Supposing he's read that book too.
You're forgetting the element of surprise. Let me demonstrate.
No, 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 Howard, you know what happened last time?
Now, come on, Trevor. Shake hands. Now, I just turn away quickly, like this. Good heavens! It worked! Are you all right, Trevor?
No, I'm not all right. I landed on my car keys.
Well, at least it worked. Now, if only I could get Reggie on his own.
Howard, I just popped round to say that Reggie can see you tomorrow night.
Reggie?
Yes, Trevor asked him to call. He said you wanted a word with him. I assumed it was about insurance.
I thought you might need some extra cover, Howard.
Laura, don't go. I wanted to have a word with you alone. You seem to be avoiding me these days.
Do I?
Yes, why have you turned against me?
I haven't turned against you, Howard. I've always been against you.
But I thought we had an understanding, Laura. Well, I know we haven't exchanged rings or anything, but I always thought that you felt something for me.
I do. Dislike.
But why, Laura?
Because you're selfish. You tell lies, you've taken my money, and you've been to prison.
Yes. All right, Laura. What's the real reason? It's Reggie, isn't it? Well, I warn you, Laura, I'm a very jealous man, and when I see him, it won't be to talk about insurance. Things could get pretty rough.
I think Reggie can look after himself.
Oh, can he? Well, I think that you ought to tell him that I'm a black belt judo. 3rd dan.
I don't think that'll be necessary, Howard.
Oh, not convinced, Laura? Come on, shake hands. I'll just give you a glimpse of the awesome power that has made me a legend.
No. You'll hurt me.
No, come on. I won't hurt you, I promise.
No.
No, come on. I'll go easy. Oh!
I've done judo too, Howard. Of course, I was only a green belt.
Oh, yes, I can see that you're only a novice. You do realise that from this position I could throw you straight through the window, but this is only a demonstration. Please let go of my arm, Laura. Oh, thank you.
That's all right. Now, when would you like Reggie to call?
Call? After what I've told you, do you seriously expect him to call?
Why not? I'm sure he'd love to meet you. He's a black belt too.
What?
He's at the door, Howard. He looks even bigger. You sure you want to see him, or would you rather pack a small suitcase?
That won't be necessary, Trevor.
Why are you dressed like that, Howard?
Just trying a spot of psychology, Trevor. Now, are you going to stand there, or are you going to show him in?
Yes, of course. If you do have a fight, would you go out in the garden, because we've just had the carpet cleaned?
Oh, go on.
Mr. Booth?
Why not? It'll do for the time being. Sit down, Squire. Make yourself comfortable. I hope it's not too dark for you in here, only I haven't got used to a strong light yet.
Yes. I understand you're interested in one of our fully comprehensive policies.
That's right. I was hoping that you'd give me an hand with a proposal form.
Oh, certainly. We do find people a little nervous about making certain declarations, but I assure you it is in the strictest confidence.
I like that, John. I like confidentiality.
Yes. Is it an illness?
Who told you that?
No one.
No, I'm fine. Apart from the headaches. Here, what made you think I was ill? Notice the pallor of you, John. Truth is, I've been out of circulation for a while.
You mean prison?
Who told you?
Well, you just said. I mean, I assume.
I say I can't fool you, John. The point is, will it affect the policy?
Well, no, I shouldn't think so. I mean, what were you in for?
Oh, trivial, John. You'll laugh. A spot of GBH, that's all.
Grievous bodily harm?
Well, I agree, it doesn't sound trivial when you put it like that, but it was a sudden impulse. You see, I do have this terrible temper. It goes with the headaches, but I am trying to control it. Truth is, the smallest things set me off. If I get frustrated, you know, or pressured, or if I get stared at.
Perhaps we could just start with the name of your employer.
Who'd give me a job, John, would you?
Well, what did you do before you were...
I was in insurance.
Oh, you were in the same line?
Well, not exactly. You insure people against accidents. People who insured with me never had any. Of course, all that's behind me now. I've quit the mob.
The mob? Do you know, there's really nothing in this form that I couldn't fill in back at the office.
Oh, good. Well, I'd like to cover every eventuality, you know, false arrest, wrongful imprisonment, injury by an unknown assailant.
Oh, yes, of course. Aren't you going to answer it?
What?
The phone.
Oh. Yeah.
Was it the mob?
Could be. They don't like people who quit. The last bloke to do that's helping to prop up the Chiswick flyover.
No, please, don't do anything silly.
Oh, don't worry, John. I'm a reformed character these days. And do you know why? All for the love of a good woman who stood by me all these years. Name her Laura Miles. Perhaps you know her.
Laura Miles?
Yeah. We're secretly engaged. I'm trying to prove myself worthy of her.
I really didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. And it's not easy, John, because I have heard that she's seeing someone else. Another man.
Another man?
Yeah. And here's a coincidence. He's in insurance, too. Name of Thorne.
Thorne?
Yeah. A sort of thorn in the flesh, you might say. You don't know where I might find him, do you?
I heard he'd gone to Harrogate.
Oh, healthy place. Healthy place, Harrogate. At least it is for him. What did you say your name was?
John.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Why didn't you answer the phone? I thought something terrible had happened. Reggie, I want a word with you.
Oh, no, there must be some mistake. I've never seen this woman before in my life. Will you excuse me?
What's the matter with Reggie? What have you been saying to him?
Well, only that I didn't think he was good enough for you, Laura.
You needn't have bothered. I've just discovered he's got a wife in Harrogate.
Whose wife's that?
His own. He's married.
Married? Do you mean to say I've been through all of this for nothing?
Oh, what, Howard?
Well, all this agony and uncertainty.
Yes. It seems I owe you an apology. You were right. He was a plausible rogue.
Oh, poor Laura. You simply can't trust anyone these days. The whole world's full of deceit.